he saved her life. He protected her from the attacker.
On August the 13th, 2021, Travis and Jamie Lynn Jueten, I hope I'm saying their name right, in Salem, Oregon. These two people were stabbed in the middle of the night. Travis passed away. Jamie Lynn survived 19 stab wounds. They were asleep when they were attacked. Travis was pronounced dead at the scene. So, early in the investigation of the University of Idaho killings, some people began to notice that this case was similar to the Idaho case. The Idaho case and this Oregon case, they have similarities. The Oregon case is 15 months old. They're saying that it's gone cold. His mother, Myra Jueten, was on Banfield, and she was saying that she hopes that the Idaho case will bring attention to her son's case once again. She is, hoping for new tips or leads in the case. And because of the many similarities between the two cases, maybe she's thinking it's a possibility that Bryan Kohberger could have been her son's killer as well. But she does say she has no proof of that. She just wants it looked into. It's cold, and she wants attention on it. So I'm making this video for that reason, to put attention on this cold case, because that is what his mother has asked. My channel is, considered a small channel, but I do have almost 3,000 subscribers, so that's almost 3,000 people at least that I know could potentially see this information and pass it along to their friends and family. So, make sure to share the video, please, so that others can see it that may not get notified. And so, let's just get right into this video now.
For instance, both of them happened in the middle of the night. Both of them happened on the 13th of the month. Both attackers used a knife. In both cases, there were survivors left unharmed in the home. And eerily, a pet dog was spared in both Idaho and in Oregon. The survivor who was left behind in the Juetens attack was a friend who was staying over to pet sit because Travis and Jamie Lynn were just about to head out on vacation the next day to Hawaii.
So, Banfield just said that the Oregon case also had a sole survivor who didn't even get stabbed, just like in the Idaho case. And that survivor was there, supposed to be pet sitting. So, Jamie Lynn did survive, but she had 19 stab wounds. This survivor that Banfield speaks of was the pet sitter and had no attack. That's very strange. Very similar to the Idaho case. Very similar.
Well, there's a lot of similarities. I have no proof there's a connection, but I'm hopeful that hopefully that this will reinvigorate this case and bring attention to my son's murder. And hopefully we will get some answers soon. It will be 1 year and 6 months this coming Friday on the 13th.
Both of these murders also happened on the 13th day of the month. They happened in the middle of the night while the people were asleep. DNA that was found at the scene, I guess at both scenes, were not in the CODIS bank because that person obviously had never been in trouble before. So, and did you catch the part where they said there was also a dog that was not harmed at all in the Oregon case as well? These two cases are so similar. It would really almost lead me to believe that the same person did them both, whether that be Bryan Kohberger or someone else. I feel like this is the same person. So mom says that she does not know what's going on. She's not heard from investigators in her son's case. So she doesn't know if they are revisiting the case since Bryan's DNA was found and confirmed in the Idaho scene. She doesn't know if they've tested it against the DNA in her son's crime scene because they are not talking to her. They're not giving her information. That sounds familiar too. I don't know why the cops do that. I feel like the families should always be informed. So Travis's mother, she speaks about the law enforcement in Idaho putting all their emphasis on finding the person responsible for the Idaho 4. And she is just very hopeful. She is very hopeful that the same emphasis can be put on her son's killer. Because she stresses that it is almost a year and a half. It will be a year and a half, or it probably already has been as of this video being created. But, of course she hopes they can find the person responsible for taking her son's life. But she says the investigators have not contacted her. As far as she knows, they have not compared the DNA. They could have and just not told her, so I'm not saying they didn't. But if they did, she does not know because she has not heard from the investigators. But the detective that is working on this case for Travis has an email. I will put that up on the screen and a phone number. So if you're watching this and if you know anything about that case, if you know anything at all, no matter how small it is, you never know. The smallest tip could lead to an arrest. So go ahead and submit any information you may have. Please, let's help this lady find the person responsible for taking her son's life. I'm going to go ahead and close this video. I basically just wanted to introduce this case to my channel, and I may do a follow-up video with a little more information about Travis and about his case. I'm not familiar with it at all. This is the first I've heard of it. I just happened to come across it watching News Nation. And also I would like to say I am using a couple little bitty clips from News Nation from Banfield as fair use, just to show you what it is that I'm talking about and give you an idea of what's going on. So thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and share the video so the word can get out. This lady desperately wants to find her son's killer. Bye, y'all.